Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Sami Hamid, and I'm with Savvy Services for the Blind. I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about some issues that have been brought up recently, and we need your help in advocating for. This affects all of us in the blind community, whether you go to Savvy or not. And this is not just an Arizona issue, it's a national issue. So right now, Congress, specifically the U.S. Senate, is considering the next coronavirus care package, or as they call it, the coronavirus 5 package. It's being called around Washington. And they're trying to come up with the numbers right now to include more money, additional stimulus, additional money for unemployment, and other various things to help keep our economy going and to not have it crash at all whatsoever as a result of the coronavirus. I want to talk to you about three things today, so here we go. First one is additional money for vocational rehabilitation services, otherwise known as VR. VR services are critical because it helps provide us as blind people a path to employment, a path to higher education, and ultimately a path to successful independence and good training that comes with it. More money is needed for VR, and this is the time to do it right now as a result of the pandemic that's going on. So recently at the National Federation of the Blind Convention, one of the three resolutions I'll talk about was for additional money for vocational rehabilitation services nationwide, not just in Arizona. That's one that was passed. That's needed. This additional influx of money will make a huge difference for everybody. People of all ages, all backgrounds, all abilities, all people who are blind. And we believe in that. We think it should pass. And we urge you to contact your U.S. senators. The second one I want to talk to you also about is about the Randolph-Shepard Act. The Randolph-Shepard Act worked as the following. Blind vendors, or people who are allowed to operate vending machines at various rest stops or concession stands and vending machines at various governmental buildings, run those concession stands and those vending machines. And we're asking, and then the second resolution that was passed recently at the National Federation of the Blind Convention that was held recently is to ask Congress to strengthen the Randolph-Shepard Act, not weaken it. Don't allow anything to happen to stop any privatization, that may occur. We need that. As the Randolph-Shepard law has shown, it provides independence. It provides opportunities to make money. It provides employment. And we need that. And that's what needs to be done. We've seen it here in Arizona, as we know, your various government buildings, whether it's city, state, or local, or even federal, military bases, where those are run by blind vendors through for the Blind Enterprise Program here in Arizona, which is overseen by the Randolph-Shepard Act. We need to keep that in place. The last thing, and this is critical, very critical, and this affects nationwide, but not just Arizona, is the ability for additional funding for blind training centers, blind rehab training centers, to be more specific, if you will. That's needed. And we're asking that these things additional funding be included for blind training centers. You know, blind training centers are training centers, of course, that teach non-visual skills, independence, if you will, help train and help those skills help train and give the confidence to blind clients, to be successful and independent. But it can't be done right now unless we can get some additional funding from Congress. It's needed right now. It's needed right now because training centers are nonprofits. They're like small businesses. They hire people. They have an impact. They do a good, and we need that. We need that. We as blind people need this here in this state and this country. So at the end of the Lunch and Learn, I'll put down the information how to contact Senators Kirsten Sinema and Martha McSally of Arizona. We'll include their phone number and their email address, how to reach them, and you ask them to please, 1, support continuation of the Randolph-Shepard Act, 2, funding of blind training centers, and 3, additional funding for vocational rehabilitation services in the next coronavirus relief package, which right now the U.S. Senate is currently working on right now, trying to do. And I think we have some questions here, I see here. No questions yet. No questions yet, okay. But if you have questions, please comment down on the live stream here, and I'm more than happy to answer them and things like that, to answer any questions you may have and things like that. Remember, we don't got much time, ladies and gentlemen, because right now the Senate's currently doing the package right now, the coronavirus relief package, which we asked for it to contain those three things as well as other things like unemployment, things that are being discussed and considered right now by Congress, and they should have a package done between now and the next 2 weeks. Timing is of the essence, and timing is important. The more of us that can contact our U.S. senators, Martha McSally and Kirsten Sinema, the better the chance we have that as well. So those are the 3 asks I ask of you to get out there, ladies and gentlemen, and please do. Contact Senators McSally and Sinema to get this done, to make it happen, to do that. It could be a simple email just saying, I ask you to please support funding for VR, the Randolph-Shepard Act, and funding for blind training centers. Simple as that. That could also be your voicemail as well when you leave a message if you want to call instead. Either one can be done. The more people, the better, like I said. If you have any questions, please comment, and I'm more than happy to answer your questions at all and things like that. So far, no questions. All right then. Okay. But yeah, get out there, and if you want to know information as well, you can also look at nfb.org. They have information about these resolutions that were passed, I just talked about as well. You can look at them on there. Also, go to us, our page here, Savvy Services of the Blind, our Facebook page here. There's more information about that there as well. And leave a comment or a question. We're more than happy to get back to you and answer your question, or even leave a message as well if you like in our inbox, so we can do that for you basically. Yeah, but that's how it goes. That's how we're trying to do today, and we ask for your help because the more we speak in one voice, a loud voice, the bigger impact that we can have in accomplishing those 3 things to be included in the coronavirus bill, and we'll be able to do this. So I thank you everybody for your time today on this Lunch and Learn. And like I said, if you have questions or comments, please leave it down below, and we can answer them as well, actually. So thanks very much, guys, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a good lunch, and take care. Bye, everybody.